Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Blue Exorcist, chapter 135. When we last left our heroes, things seem to be going well in the battle against Satan, thanks to his disintegration at the hands of Angel. And also Lucy not being dead. Rin rescued her as she was falling, and the Taiwan branch was going to sort of rescue her, sort of heal her, bring her back to fighting health. And then everything kind of went to shit as Satan regenerated and accidentally sort of crushed Astaroth real quick. And went on this big ol' evil rant about how the true nature of all things is the demonic, and the problem with humanity is they just can't accept their own evil. And then Astaroth, after he sort of disintegrated, went on to possess Reiji, the boy from chapter 1, in the most deep cut callback in the series. And yeah, with that, how exactly did the chapter end? Let me go back and see real fast. It just sort of came back to Satan as this whole, y'all are monsters and I am the one true God thing. And that's where we left off, with Satan going full on anime villain. So let's dive right on in chapter 135 of One Cloth Waking Up. And we open with Shiemi, actually. Being welcomed by the Grigori Society. I don't think we've seen her since her whole taming a Maimon thing a while back. So this is sort of her return to the plot. Welcome back. I rejoice at your safe return from the ritual of Sayo. And we see Shiemi a little beat up, dirty. Thank you. How long did you wait? About 19 hours and 9 minutes. Now, this is Jeremiah, the head of the Grigori Society, who I thought was at the battlefield, though I might be wrong. He might have never actually shown up, but I thought he had some conversation with Angel at some point during the battle, though it might have been a bit before the battle. About 19 hours and 9 minutes. Now hurry and change into the Sayo garb. There's still time. And she sort of, is ready to go, though again, the fact that she's under Jeremiah's influence is a little concerning. It's also a little bit, we know that Shemihaza is here, right? So maybe the Sayo garb is the Shemihaza outfit, and this is a bit of a flashback. We're going to learn that Shiemi is actually at the battlefield already, maybe? I don't know. But back to the battle. I love the way, by the way, you have the white borders around the Shiemi scene, and then, the ground cracking overtakes that bottom panel as we see the destruction of Satan's influence on the battlefield, as people are falling into, newfound holes in the ground. In the face of the irrational, unfeeling and cruel violence of natural phenomena, you will know despair. And we see the ground just erupts as Satan just continues to regenerate, he's spawning on these tentacles or some shit. And we zoom in on someone. I can't quite work out who that is. It's very blurry. But we're with, all of a sudden, the Yukio team. Go on ahead. Shima, Suguro, back those two up. I think this is Shora giving orders, because I think last we left them off, Shora kind of taking command from Yukio due to his sort of nerves and all the shit going on with him. You got it, on it, and the two of them head up to do whatever. Those two, I think, being Yukio and Neuhaus. But Shima questions, does this mean we've been spotted? No, something's weird. It isn't just here; it's the whole area. And Yukio calls back to the two of them. The heart of the fighting may have shifted. And we see, I believe this is Kamiki? I think it's all very blurry, and I don't think that's just... I don't know why everything is so small, and I can't quite work out who it is. I want to complain about the humidity in this fucking apartment, because I feel like I'm drowning. But I don't think it's that. I don't think I'm just going humid crazy. Furue yura yura to furue. Expel spirit! And... I don't know, it's doing some bit of damage to all of, the demonic craziness, I think, approaching them. And then I think this is Shora here. Well done, but more are coming, don't let up! Yikes! And I think it's Konako who sees all of, the demons coming towards them. Hear my prayer, Haraido no Okami, and consign these impurities to flame. And, yeah, that does do some damage to them. I humbly beseech thee, to exorcise and to purify. And Kamiki shoots him a thumbs up. Nice job, Miwa! Well, I am trying to become an Arya. And then we cut to Yukio and Neuhaus, still getting ready to take their big ol' boom bazooka move on Satan. Mr. Neuhaus, let me take the shot. And Neuhaus glares back at him because they already had this conversation. Yukio, agreed to let Neuhaus do it. But as they head up the mountain starts to, crack around them. Shima just panics. No way, no way, no way. This is too much. And Yukio tries to argue his case here. Mr. Neuhaus, there's no time to aim carefully. So, and he just shoves Neuhaus to steal the destroyer and, throws him. Give it to me. This is no time for sticking to a personal grudge. Okay, that's a weird little bit there. Isn't Yukio's desire to destroy Satan also very much a personal grudge? I thought they agreed that, Neuhaus doing this was the tactical move. But Neuhaus just looks at him. Well done, Yukio. However, you jump to conclusions. And Yukio's eyes there, I don't know if it's, the glasses and we only see his pupils, but, it looks like bulging, cartoon eyes at Neuhaus. And Yukio just, I'm not sure why he reacts so weird at that, because I don't know, it doesn't see, what exactly happens here? Oh, he just grabs Neuhaus's coat or something. Or something, I can't work out what the hell is going on there. And I know this fucking weather is, making me very quick to be confused. I know how I get when I'm so fucking miserable. God, genuinely, not to go on a completely unrelated tangent, I am sticking to everything. I'm sticking to the floor, to my skin, to everything. I hate this fucking humidity. It is miserable right here in Chicago. But anyway, back to the fucking chapter. I don't know what I'm so confused why he's so shocked here. It doesn't really make any sense. What's so shocking? What how is you jump to conclusions get that reaction out of Yukio? I don't know what's going on here. Of course, the more experienced shooter should do this. And Shima just laughs at him. What? Give me a break. You crack me up. And Bond just sort of looks at Yukio. You're too eager to redeem yourself. And Yukio, again, this just feels like the same fucking conflict from 2 chapters ago that was resolved so easily. And now it has to be a fight for some reason, despite the fact that everyone, it still is resolved easily, is the weird thing about this scene to me. Because they just decide on in the course of a page, they decide on the exact same course of action that they already decided on. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. It's just weird. It's just a weird little scene. You could cut this and you wouldn't lose anything. We've already had this scene, the thing that bothers me. And I know, I can feel the weather making me get bothered easier. Because, God, I'm fucking miserable right now. But I don't know. Sorry, I just thought, Neuhaus interrupts him. Between you and me, it's understandable. But you must believe me. I, too, would have it no other way. So I give it to you. Again, why? What? I just find this so confusing. And again, it might just be I can't think right now because everything sucks. But it's just weird. Is this weird to anyone else, or am I just completely fucking humidity-addled? I don't know. Yukio just tells him, thank you. I'll spot you. Give me that. And Neuhaus goes on, I have a lot of experience in the field as a dragoon. No, this is Bon, I think? Because it's Bon who tells him, now we really got to make good on this. And Yukio agrees, yes, I know. To bring up positive things here, I do like the notion that, Yukio is being like this because he's so desperate to, make up for his whole betrayal thing. That all tracks. It just, the whole setup here, it's weird. There's just something missing here, and I can't quite piece together what it is. Anyway, the range. It's hazy and hard to see. I still can't make out Satan. And Yukio tells him, understood. But then Bond gives a bit more of a, mathematical what's going on, weather-wise. Headwind 1.6 to 3.3 meters per second, with a regular crosswind. Understood. Fire team to all units. He turns on his little radio. This is lightning, actually. Yukio's unit is in position. Yukio's unit is in position for the shot. And Rin is with lightning and Osceola at this point. Huh? They made it. Sir Fellas, the shooters are in place as planned. And we see Mephisto is, like, sleeping in the air for some reason. Sir Fellas! And he wakes up, and, like, all of a sudden he gasps and, like, yawns as he stretches. I slept so well. And he looks over and sees this, like, dome that has emerged out of somewhere. Is that Satan's energy, or is that something else? I can't think of what else it would be besides Satan. It's time, huh? It seems the Grigori Cetus is also ready. And we see one of those doors open. This is not... Oh, this is the Grigori, like, shield thing that's still kind of active. And Bond tells Yukio, I spotted Satan. Range 678 meters. But, and Yukio sees something... he sees the, like, field of stone surrounding Satan. He can't get a clear shot. There are too many moving obstacles. Can you senior guys do anything about that? And Lightning just grins. You make it sound easy. But we can't even secure a firm place for us to... He's like, Osceola and Rin are jumping across the rubble. A firm place for us to stand, and he slips on the rubble, I think, as Osceola calls out, Lightning! And he catches himself, lands on some more of the floating rocks. Whoops! And then falls again as that rock crumbles. Whoa! And Osceola, as he's falling, like, grabs him, saving him right there. And then we see him, like, straining. Like, we see the muscles in his arms pulsing. Wah! And Lightning tells him, let go, Osceola. You always do this. An angel arrives at where the three of them are, ranting at Satan. Damn demon! As Knights of the Order, we will not give way before a king of monsters. And then someone turns to Angel, or someone says to Angel, Arthur August Angel. Oh, I think is this Satan? No, this big bulky dude with these, like, tentacles lashes out at Angel. Angel barely gets away. What are you? And we see him, and it's Dragulescu, with, like, a couple extra limbs and ears sticking out his back. You must fight us. And he's just, like, staring up at Angel as Angel questions, are you one of the Illuminati's experiments? But Dragulescu just lunges at Angel. Wah! We're back with Beelzebub, who's just watching this whole stone show. I knew it. We can't beat Dad. But the way things are going, I'll never get to eat barbecue again. I can't take that. And with that, he throws himself at Satan. I don't think we knew this side of Beelzebub. And just hits off some barrier around Satan. Sorry, I really fucking need something cold in my head because it's so hot here. And Bond is just panicked here. No one can get near Satan. And then he sees something. Oh, and Yukio comments, there's Rin. And Rin is just dancing at the rocks trying to get to Satan. Crap! Why are you doing this? You want a human body, and you love my human mother. And Satan corrects that. No. This vessel just happens to suit me. That woman. Yes, I remember now. The ugliness and stink was unbearable, so I got rid of it. And Rin is not happy to hear this new opinion on his mother. What? And you smell just like it. And the way Satan looks at him sends a shiver down Rin's spine. And he feels some kind of impact and is floated up into the air. But you are neither human nor demon. And Rin ends up coughing in pain. Bond comments, uh-oh. And as he floats there, there's this attack on his neck. You are warped, an unnatural phenomenon. And it's disgusting. And he holds out his hand at Rin, and there's this flash of light. And Rin breaks. Is torn asunder. Limbs torn off, the limbs themselves torn up. Just fucking breaks. Fuck. I don't fucking know. What? He hits the ground. You and all humans are such an utter disgrace. You have no reason to live. You may resist nature. And Rin, who it feels like he's just struck, like we see his hand that seems already coated in like Astaroth's leftover rot. Shut up. But sooner or later it will swallow you. Shut up. Now be gone. I already knew that. We see his body is not rot, it's plants. It's Shiemi? I thought the same thing. I mean, you're Satan's kids. I forget whose line that was. I think this is Fujimoto. Die. Is this really okay? And it's that the little flashback image there is too hazy even to work out what exactly Shiro was doing in that picture. Or maybe again, I just can't fucking see for shit. Like everything hurts. Bond calls out, Rin! And Yukio just mutters to himself, come on, Rin. And the plants like overtake Rin's body. And we see this like explosion around Rin of flame. As Satan looks at it in shock. What? And Rin seems to be regenerating? Yeah, it's okay. It's enough for me and human beings to just live. That's good enough. And he does, in fact, regenerate. His clothes kind of in shambles as he stares down Satan and burns up the plants around him, which is interesting considering that it seems to be like Shiemi imagery. We do open this chapter with Shiemi, and that's where the chapter really ends. We're off next month also, so we have a good little while until we find out what happens next. I want to talk about it again. I'm a little, because everything is so... I can feel, like, as I go on, I'm just sweating bullets this entire time, because everything sucks here. So I'm going to keep this relatively short so I can go be miserable in silence. Fuck. Where do I have to say? I like the way that, like, the Rin sort of overcomes Satan's rant. His whole, you are unnatural, just die. And the reason he can do this is because he's already had these thoughts. These aren't new things he's dealing with. He has had this, the sort of thing he had when he witnessed his birth, that, like, why was I born? And he solved that conundrum. He found a reason he was born. That all works because we've seen how he sort of has already... Like, nothing Satan is telling him is new, is my point. I hope anything I say makes any sense. I could just be uttering gibberish right now because my brain is not here right now. It's really not here, y'all. I thought the temperature was going to be good enough to do a video today. It wasn't really yesterday. And that was a mistake. I can't fucking think today. But yeah, I like the way that he can overcome that because he's dealt with this. It's okay for him to live. He's allowed to live. He's already dealt with these sorts of why was I born thoughts. And so he can overcome them very easily. So yeah, I really like the ending there, even if I'm still not quite sure what the deal was with the plants. That feels Shiemi related, but Rin's, regeneration is not tied to Shiemi at all. Though there still is that door opening with the Grigori that could be Shiemi. So maybe she is on the battlefield and she did help in some way. I don't know. Anyway, beyond that little not very good scene with Yukio, because again, every part of that scene felt weird and off and, character beats we've already had and settled. Unless Kato decided later on that actually she wants Yukio to do this, I don't know why we have this scene here. It doesn't really make sense at all. I don't know. I do like the bit with Angel. I think, that could be a fun little side fight. I don't know. I imagine this little fight with Dragulescu, because it's Dragulescu and he has his connection to the clones, it will end with Arthur learning definitively that he is a Lucifer clone. That he is, and all the sort of drama that comes from his sort of status as the hater of demons and sort of a demon himself. I imagine that's what this is leading to. The point where Angel cannot deny what he is anymore. And then there's the fun little Beelzebub scene. But really, this is a chapter that a lot of things I liked, and some things that were kind of confusing. Like, again, what was the point of the plants, and that weird Yukio and Neuhaus scene. But it was fun, by and large. There was a lot of good stuff here. Blue Exorcist, even when it has some rough spots, is still very good, by and large. Especially, Rin's sort of Rin's pushing back against Satan's argument. It's okay for him to live. He doesn't need a reason. He doesn't have to be, natural to live. That's good enough. As he stands against Satan, it's just a really cool little couple panels there. So yeah, all in all, it's not a perfect chapter. Again, it has some real serious issues with it, but it's all in all pretty fun, and I enjoyed it when I wasn't sweating my entire body off. So I think it's all in all a good time. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you'll enjoy the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And as always, your life is your own, okay? Bye!